What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Soul Break. Thanks for stopping by my channel. So today I have a very unique pair of dunks here, as you can see, and these are the Nike Dunk Lows in collaboration with Union. It's the Passport dunk in the Argon colorway. So these released earlier this month on union.com, and I was able to cop a pair in my size. I was very lucky. I did take a look at one of those, like how to cop videos on YouTube, and I kind of, prepared how to cop manually. I entered all my address info and my credit card info as autofill. And so when I went through all the CAPTCHA and everything, I think I had like 5 minutes of waiting time in line. So I wasn't really, sure if I was going to be able to secure a pair, but luckily I was able to buy my pair pretty easily. And I got the confirmation mail, and then these came in the mail a couple days ago, and I'm gonna say it looks really nice in hand. So without further ado, let's dive right into the shoe. So this has been released alongside two more colorways, one being the pistachio colorway, which I believe was Union exclusive, and that released earlier, a couple weeks earlier, I believe. And then this one released alongside the core purple model. And I believe this color was also Union exclusive, but I don't know. I might be wrong actually. But anyways, so as you can see, this is a very interesting looking pair of dunks. And let's just start with the side. So overall, this shoe has this sort of like semi-translucent ripstop material. It has this very plasticky feel. And then I've been told that underneath this ripstop material, you've got that leather material, and you can see that ever so slight shade of dark blue underneath the ripstop material. And then on top of that, you've got this kind of silver toned swoosh here. It also has this sort of like vinyl coating on top of it. It's got a very plasticky feel. I'm not sure if this is 3M reflective, but it is very shiny, I can tell you that. And then you got the orange stitches that kind of sets off the shoe. And then it seems as though this particular release has these extra threads sticking out all around the shoe. So in case you were wondering why your pair is looking so shitty in terms of QC, it's not. It's intended to be this way, so don't sweat it. Don't try to cut it off or anything like that. Anyways, right here you've got also that Union LA tag in that ever so rich gold color there. And then you got the UN and the LA text embroidered, and then this kind of like bluish color right there. And then towards the front of the shoe, you also have a nice overlay, and I'm pretty sure underneath that you've got this kind of like light blue leather piece. But what we can see from the surface is that this just ripstop material, once again, that semi-translucent, this plasticky feel with the orange stitches going all around the shoe. And I would say the QC on this pair is it's pretty on point. I have no complaints with my pair. And then that ripstop material extends all the way towards the front of the shoe. And then the toe box, I guess, is once again that sort of like, I would say like it's a royal blue underneath that. If you can see that right there through the perforated holes. And then on top of that, obviously you have that, ripstop material covering up the toe box of the shoe. And I would say the material itself is, quite plush underneath. Even though you have that sort of like plastic coating on top, you can actually see how much give the toe box has. So I'm guessing that the material underneath it is pretty smooth and pretty plush. And on the center, you got the white cotton laces factory laced onto the shoe. And then what's interesting is that, the nylon tongue, I'm assuming it's nylon, is also covered in that ripstop material. So you can probably see that, white nylon tongue underneath the semi-translucent ripstop material. And by the way, this thing comes off, you can, tear it off. And then I've seen photos online that, people have actually tried to cut these things off. And then it's a regular leather dunk, but I think I personally prefer this look over it. I mean, wearability wise, the leather dunk is going to be easier to pull off, but I think cutting this entire thing off kind of defeats the purpose of the release. So anyways, that's just my thought. And then here you've got the Nike tongue tab done in this crisp white color here, and then you got this light blue Nike swoosh and Nike text logo embroidered on the tongue tag right there. And then this also comes with a tag, a special union tag here, and I'm guessing it's supposed to resemble some sort of, you know, baggage ticket. As you can see, it's got that, you know, baggage claim check, strap check, whatever. Very nice detail, and then you got the new union logo with the nice Nike swoosh logo right there. Very interesting, very interesting. And then on the inside, you've got this nice mesh sock liner in this sky blue color once again. And then for the insole, you got that light blue color once again with the Union logo printed in that royal color right there. And then on the back side of the sneaker, you see more of that swoosh extending all the way towards the back. And then you got this kind of like plastic button or whatever, all done in that, you know, almost like a university blue color, that UNC blue. And then you got that Union logo printed in white. And then on the back, for instance here, the heel tab, once again you see that silver type of material coated with this plasticky feeling cover here. What I can say is that this glossy material has a sort of a smoother feel to it compared to the ripstop material. This actually has some texture to it when you run your fingers across it. As you can see, these very you know, minute sort of like grooves or whatever, these patterns, you can actually feel that, you know, when you touch it. But the material used here is actually very smooth, and it almost has like a sort of like a rubbery feel to it. So that's just kind of different. And then you got the this Nike text logo right there printed in that very rich royal blue color. And then once again you see the orange stitching lining all the materials here. And then again, as I was saying, you got the extra threads sticking out, which looks pretty dingy, I'll be honest, but you know, it is what it is. So again, don't try to cut it off because that's just gonna ruin the shoe for you. But I mean, you can do whatever you want to do with your shoes. And then the medial side is basically the same deal. And then your midsole is your regular rubber midsole. And then the outsole is this very interesting tone of this icy blue outsole. Is definitely different from what we see on, say, like Jordan 5s or anything like that. This has actually a hue to it. It's intended to look this way, I guess. And then you got that kind of like, I'm guessing it's some sort of like red or infrared Union logo printed underneath the outsole here. And then you got the circular traction pattern, and then the Nike branding in the middle, and then your same traction pattern on the back side of the shoe. And then the other side of the shoe is basically the same deal. But what's interesting, I think the best part of this release is actually the box. This box looks crazy. Oh, my shoe box just opened. But I think it's supposed to resemble some sort of, you know, airplane ticket or whatever, because this, you know, this was a oh, actually no, I'm wrong. This is supposed to resemble like a passport or something like that. Oh, actually this is the passenger ticket. I'm sorry. So this is the passenger ticket. And then what is interesting is that the paper inside is actually supposed to resemble, you know, the pages that you see in your passport. As you can see, you've got all these stamps, the dates, your destination. I think this is actually the Narita airport stamp. And then you got some like more stamps all around you. So they really killed it with the box. I mean, I'm really happy that they were, you know, able to pull this off. Yeah, this is definitely supposed to be a ticket. So you got the Los Angeles, California, and Beaverton, Oregon. And then you got the size tag right here, US size 10, my size. And then on the back side, you've got the Union logo and the Nike swoosh logo in orange. So yeah, my box has a slight dent, but I'm pretty happy with the overall packaging. Now, returning to the shoes. So, wearability wise, I wouldn't say this is one of the most wearable pieces out there, but again, we have an abundant, amount of dunks that have released over the past few years. So you're gonna be able to pick up just a regular digger dunk here and there, but this is a very special collab. It's done with Union. I mean, Union's been killing it for the past few years, and I think this is a very, very nice effort from them. So I wouldn't really, discuss wearability. I mean, if you wear them, you wear them, and if you're a collector, you can just collect them. Sizing wise, I haven't tried these on. I don't plan on trying these on just yet. I kind of want to, keep this as like a collector's piece for the time being, but we'll see what I can do. But my shoebox keeps opening for some reason. Maybe there's a ghost or whatever, but but anyways, I don't really know if I'm gonna wear these just yet. Again, it's just so icy that I'm not really sure if I want to wear these just right now, but I'll see what I'll do. But resale wise, I think there is some resale premium on this. I believe actually the Court Purple pair was more widely available, but that has a slightly higher premium than these. I think the pistachio pair is going for the most, and this is like third in line. So that's just, where these are. So if you think these are really cool, you might want to spend those chips and then, pick them up. But I mean, if you missed out on the release, I mean, don't sweat it. It's not like a must-have dunk. It does look nice, but, again, wearability wise, it's pretty questionable. So I wouldn't lose sleep over these. So yeah, that's basically it for today. And I did want to mention that I did pick up the Union Jordan 2s yesterday, and apparently that entire release was a shit show. But I'll be really honest, that was one of the easiest releases for me. I was able to cop like manually within a minute or a minute and a half. So I'll get to that later, but I don't know when these are gonna come in. I mean, these took like 2 to 3 weeks to come in the mail, so I'm just gonna have to wait and see. I got my order confirmation, so they'll probably be here, but that was pretty hefty in terms of price, because Union is taxing, man. The international shipping is $50. That was the case for these, except for the fact that the Jordan 2s have a higher retail price, and that's gonna make me pay taxes, like literally pay import taxes. So it's gonna hurt my wallet, but what it is. It's a Union Jordan, so it's always nice to have in the collection. But anyways, that's basically it for today. Were you guys able to hit on this pair? Are you guys planning on picking up this pair? Please let me know down in the comment sections. I'd really like to know. And if you were one of those victims of the stupid Jordan 2 release yesterday, also leave something down below in the comment sections. I feel you. I know I've been there. It's just that I don't want to upset anybody, because it was pretty easy for me. I don't know if I got really, really lucky, but let's discuss that later. But anyways, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.